Should I unmute him, or do you think everybody's thinking of unmuting themselves? Unmute himself in a moment.
Oh, for crying out loud! It was going so well. Well, that says it all. It's live. It's Saturday, and it's the Creche. A bunch of professional people. Evening, everyone. We're not going to be a full crew this evening because Steve is in the hospital. So if you're watching, Steve, get well soon, mate, and we'll see you soon, no doubt. Today this evening is going to be mainly bench time with the guys and you guys in the chat. 12 people watching so far, but who have we got here with us? We have got Karl, of course, you've heard already. All right, Karl?
Yeah, not too bad. Busy week. Glad it's over. A few days off now, so time to chill out and relax.
Yeah, don't blame you. Don't blame you. What are you going to be working on this evening?
I am going to be working on the links. So we are going to be putting on some of the greeblies on the main hull, shall we say. On the airframe. That's the proper word, isn't it? An airframe.
On the airframe?
Yeah, so we're going to get some of the greeblies down on there. We built the wheels and stuff, so they're ready to go on, but they'll probably get left off for painting. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. Greeblies.
Greeblies, cool.
Yes.
And we also have the lovely Dan with us. Hi Dan, how you doing?
Hello. I'm okay. I'm just shotting on my bike as fast as I could because I have no idea what time it is when I'm out on bike.
Yeah, problem with the clock apparently.
Yeah, is it 2 times a day? Daytime, nighttime?
Yeah, or all time, since it's now it was trying to tell me that it were 10:30 in the morning. I don't believe it somehow. I think it was telling me porky pies.
Yeah. I think you might be right there, Dan. So what are you going to be working on this evening?
I'm on with, if I switch over to camera 2.
Camera 1.
I'm on with working on a new fridge magnet because I saw this film where a woman got a fridge haunted by a ghost. So I thought I'd put a no entry sign on my fridge.
I so wondered where that was going for a second.
Yeah, me. I was a little nervous.
Is it a film in which you can tell us what the title is, or is?
Yeah, Ghostbusters. Sigourney Weaver. I don't know. Sigourney Weaver.
Never heard of her.
Is that one with the sexy little knickers in the Alien movies?
Ah.
I knew knickers would come up somewhere along the line.
Yeah.
Just had to.
Only a matter of time.
Indeed. So we may be joined by Lewis at some point.
Guess what Lewis is doing?
He says he's going to try his best. He's busy doing his darling wife's tea at the moment, as far as I know.
Indeed.
No, once he's, stirred in the arsenic and all the rest of it properly, I'm sure he'll be with us.
Yeah, and I do believe he is out of the doghouse now after his little antics the other day. So.
I'm not sure.
So I'm surprised if he is, like.
Yeah, I would be very surprised. Very, very surprised. Anyway, let me quickly have a look at the chat because I'm obviously not ready. So my apologies. There's quite a lot of chat in there, actually. So first in this evening was Mark Shillard saying good evening. Think Pink.
Good evening, Mark.
Talking to the devil. Good evening all from the Model Trucker.
It's alive.
It's alive. Model Making Haggis saying good evening all. Good morning. Evening, really.
Hello, Haggis. Long time no see. Hope you're doing all right.
Oh, indeed. Dominic's there saying good evening. Good evening, Dominic.
Evening, Dominic.
Lewis just saying there, long time no see to Haggis as well. Haggis is saying, been around, just quiet. I hope you and the family are all well. To Lewis. The wonderful Lisa is there. So good evening, everyone.
Behave yourselves.
Rob's there saying evening. Evening, Rob.
Evening, Rob.
Skullfish is in saying good evening, all.
And I need to change my napping
Nice
now.
goldfish.
I haven't done that for so long. Mark's just reminded Lewis, only 169 days left now.
Yeah, it's going quick. Soon be Easter.
Yeah. White Glove Models is there saying happy Saturday, everyone. Indeed.
Indeed.
Carl saying good evening to everyone in the chat.
Evening, Karl.
Skullfish has just reminded me to turn my mic on. Mark Scheller says someone's got a pin vice out. Yes, I got a pin vice out. Indeed. I'll tell you about that in a minute or two. Lewis is saying, I almost thought that was a motorbike with a sidecar for a split second, Karl.
No.
No.
John
Mayfield.
The box.
John Mayfield says, good evening all. Will anyone be going to the MAFVA Nationals tomorrow?
Sadly
Let us
not.
know in the chat. I won't be, unfortunately. I know you're there with Steph, John. Have a great show. Lots of pictures, please. Mark's saying that's a bug chopper. I think he might have meant big.
A big one, yeah. I like a big one.
Yeah. What, on your desk?
Oh, yeah.
Only if it gets caught. Kayla's just saying, Dan's still breathing. Must mean Nat hasn't found him yet. No, she hasn't got up there. She went to work. Yeah. Mark Scheller saying to Dan, making your own Ghostbuster costume, Dan.
Yeah, so I can scare Karl.
Lewis just clarifying antics. I was getting back for being mean to me. No, you weren't. Yeah. You were being mean. End of story. You'll get no sympathy from me at all. Yes. Adam Chandler. Evening, guys. Evening, Adam.
Evening, Adam.
I haven't seen you for a while either. Hope you're well. We have got Candygram for Mongo saying hello, everyone.
Evening.
Evening, Candy.
And John just confirming, yes, he'll be on the M4H stand with Steph. Excellent. I'm not sure what those symbols mean at the end, but I'll leave it to your imagination.
It's supposed to be a man with his arms in the air.
Ah, is it? Okay. Luce saying, I won't be, I'm afraid, John. I'll be flying at Lancaster tomorrow. What?
Oh, he's going back to the simulator.
Ah, is he?
Must be. It's the only thing I can think of.
Well, okay.
Lucky bugger.
So there you go. That's everyone in the chat. There's 16 people watching. Thank you so much for your comments. Make sure you say hello and stay with us. Like I say, I've got a couple of things lined up that we'll do a little bit later on. We will be looking at the gallery, which I put a post up a little bit late, but it is up. So post up your work.
We also have our little thingy from last week as well. Your favourite piece and why.
Yes.
I know indeed. That went up because I saw it.
Yes, that went up last week, straight away. Mm-hmm. So, yes, if you have a favourite model that you have built, there's a post for that as well, which I don't think I pinned, actually. Thinking about it now.
While you are doing that, I am going to go and pin it. Find it and bring it back up to the top.
It should have been a pinned post at the top, as is the what's on your bench. I made sure I did that today. Lisa is just saying that. Oh, no double trouble. Steph and John together. Yes, that will be the dream team, I believe they call it.
Is that dreams or nightmares?
Oh, well, I think John would probably say nightmares. And Lewis is saying, "Yep, it's the simulator again. I'm flying for an hour tomorrow. Wow,
Nice.
wow,
Nice. Well, gel.
yeah. I'm going off him, you know." Mark Shellard is saying, "Will you be collecting some ectoplasma samples, Jan?" Yeah, Dan. Sorry.
Oh, it depends on how running my nose gets.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, as it was referred to earlier, I have got a pin vise on the bench. The reason being is that I'm doing some work on a Hell Diver. You may be aware. This is the engine or part of it. And tomorrow in our live, it's going to be mainly about engines. So we're going to stick the exhaust on that I've done, and we're going to wire the engine. So I've got to find the appropriate places on the engine where the wires will go and drill some holes ready for it for tomorrow. That's my plan anyway. God help me. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing this evening. One part is done and one isn't. And luckily, it's all been mapped out for me, he says, on this little diagram. So if you're not aware, this is the instructions for the Hellcat 124th from Airfix. And as an added bonus, you can wire your engine. So I'm using that as a template. It is the same engine in this aircraft. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, I think. So I've done some calculations and worked out the length of the wire and the thickness of the wire. On the 124th, it does say to use 0.7 mil copper wire. That equates to 5 mil in 1/32, allegedly. So I'm going to go somewhere around there. It might be 5 or 4. Probably 4, I think, because I'm a little bit concerned that the wire will look a little bit too big if I don't go that extra 0.1 mil down. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. That's going to be interesting. You can come and join myself and Karl, by all means. Yeah, so there you go. Tell us what you're up to this evening. What you got planned? Are you at the bench or are you just chilling with a brew, watching us, Dream Boys?
Sorry, a bit of a cough there.
Sorry, yeah, my the reason I said Dream Boys is because yes, it's the Dream Team apparently, not the Nightmare Team.
All of the above.
Lewis is saying the Dreamy Team. Is that because you're getting to that age where you both fall asleep a lot, John? John can't reply at the moment. He's sleeping.
Yeah, he should be back shortly.
Yeah,
maybe
be back once when something wakes him up. Oh dear! Wow, what a week! It's definitely one of those days. What's the temperature like where you are?
Me or Dan?
Either or.
It's been up in the balmy 16s here.
Wow.
Mine's been about room temperature because I'm inside.
Oh, well, that's handy then. Rotters. It was a real hot, sweaty one last night.
Yeah,
it was about 22, 23 degrees. Nice and muggy. Yeah. And every room in the house has cooled down apart from where I am.
Yeah, right.
The building that the part of the building that I'm in has a concrete roof.
Right.
So, yeah, it's super stored up the heat.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, slowly baking me.
Cooked alive.
Lewis is saying, I'm cooking tea for my beautiful darling wife. That means she's obviously home and he's trying to be a good boy.
Yep.
Kayla's just saying, I was just chilling. But since she said so, James, a brew sounds good right about now. Yeah, it would do. I'm on some coffee, unfortunately.
4 coffee.
More coffee?
4 coffee.
Soon. Lewis has said, I'll have one as well, Kaylan, if you're making.
Well, she's going to make for the whole class.
The lovely Lisa's saying, don't forget to stick your thumbs up.
On camera.
Dominic is saying, I'm enjoying the show with chips and a glass of Fanta. Oh.
Now, is that potato deep fried chips or crisp chips?
Oh, yeah, no. What sort of chips is that? Is that the chips you get in a packet? Or is it the ones you put salt and vinegar on? Oh. The latter appeals.
Indeed.
I'd settle for either that I could stick in my gob, you know.
Oh, I've heard what you stick in your gob.
Well, you saw that video then.
Yes. Right. I had to pay for it, mind.
See most of them.
Well, as long as you paid the admittance fee, it's all.
That's it.
No, that's proof that you're old enough.
I'm just going to skip on by.
Yes, moving swiftly on.
So, Mark Shellard is just saying that wet and windy in South Wales, was boiling hot yesterday. Crazy.
Mm.
Yeah, certainly. I think it was about 6:30 this morning. It was still in the 20s. And then within about half an hour, we lost about 12 degrees. Just fell away.
Yeah. I think the hottest it got here was around about 20, 21. So not crazy. It's hot for Scotland.
I'm going to say, for Scotland, that's almost like a heat wave and no one's allowed to go anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Lewis is saying, I guess the normal chips, not American things. Dominic says, chips, I will take a picture. I have no idea what the difference is. Okay. I think what it is, we're just wondering whether they are what we call chips. Crisps, which a lot of people would call chips.
In other parts of
the world.
Yes.
Mm. So I want to show you this actually, Carl.
Black thing.
Partly
yes.
because it's something I've done, but also partly because I want to test the camera and see how it picks it up. What do you think of that? It's a bit dark, isn't it?
It's a little bit dark. It's drop it down a little bit. See if we can catch a bit more of that light.
Hang on a minute. I might well have an app for that. That's a little bit clearer.
Yeah. Very nice.
It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah. That extra detail's popping a bit.
Yeah. On the instructions, this bit here, I've done as a lever effect. But on the instructions, it says clear red.
Oh.
So I can't imagine why it would be clear. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I've invested a little bit in, because I use an iPhone and a program that is free, but because it's an iPhone and Apple being Apple, you can't control the white balance. But I've paid for something where you can, so hopefully that will make a difference.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Right, I'm going to have a quick look at the chat, and then I'm going to quickly scoot and take the lady to work. John Alex Scale Modeling said, hello, friends. Hope you're all... Sorry. Hope you are all staying cool. Trying to,
yeah.
Hi, John.
It's
Nice to
not bad
see you,
here.
mate. There we go. So, just to remind you, going across the bottom there, just remember there is the on the bench. What's on your bench? Current work in progress. Please make sure you pop your pictures up. And then just as an added extra this week, there is what is your favourite build. And the idea is you post a picture up what it is you've completed, what the kit is, why it was your favourite, and any other information you think that would be relevant and good to know.
Dude.
Carl, I'm going to just shoot off for a second and leave you two to it.
Right, okay.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Oh,
that's all right.
Very quickly, Ian Hathaway, evening, folks. Not got back to the workshop yet from my holes. Hope to get back in the next week. Ooh.
Oh, excellent.
Good evening, Ian. I'll be back in a moment.
No problem. Right, what do you want to talk about, Dan?
Does that mean I have to try and think of something that, don't get us chucked off internet?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Dan, be quiet.
Oh, heck.
Oh, heck. So, what have you lot been working on? Let us know in the chat. And you can always let us know what you've had for your supper as well, if you want. We had some burgers this evening. What about yourself, Dan?
Mostly food.
Yeah, that's a good start.
And I've also been out in the backyard with rattle cans earlier.
Painting their nails again?
Well, kinda. I were attempting to do the Ecto 1A. It's got that the stripy strip that runs across the side. That it's got one long and on either side that's yellow.
Yeah.
And then at the top end, above each doors, it's got same kind of stripes, but they're orange. And
right.
Watching the film, I realised those stripes, they're actually the reflective high-vis stuff like you get on jackets.
Yes.
So I thought, how can I make it something a bit more than just, a decal? Something that, because I'm never going to get high-vis to work on the scale model, but I wanted something a bit different. So I went rummaging around and I found me kind of, I got these neon, got a blue one,
yeah,
an orange, red, and that one's possibly for a tank.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that I'll be trying to wind anyone up with that.
Folks are easy to wind up, so shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, so I think a neon pink tank would be awesome, especially if I can get it in 1/700th scale. But whilst I was doing it, I discovered that it looks pretty good on your fingernails as well.
Yes.
Especially since as it's neon, so every time I'm near me curing, homemade curing in the corner there,
you glow.
Yeah, my fingers glow like I've been doing naughty things to a power plant. So I've done it. It took me all morning to tape it off. I've taken it
Yep.
upstairs now, and I should have left it down here because it would have been something to show. But took all morning to tape it off just for those side ones.
Yep.
And then put black primer on. Did some silver because it's as it comes out, it's semi-transparent. Is this? It's like a gloss with a gloss that's got the pigment in it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you spray it on, I figure even when it's not got UV light on it to make it glow, there's still going to be a little bit of reflectiveness from that silver.
Yeah.
Which brings me somewhere approximately in the realm of a the high vis kind of territory.
Yes. Yeah. I can't remember what that stuff's called. Someone in chat will know what that stuff's called.
So I think in it just a reflector.
Is a reflector, yeah, but what's it made from? Because it's usually your reflector's a bit of a glass or something like that, or a mirror or something, isn't it?
Yeah, because I know the ones that go on bags, that's you got a clear piece of the plastic, a piece of plastic that's coloured tinted to like orange or red, that just has like a chrome sticker on the back of it.
Yep.
Because I had to put one together for one of my bags, and I can't remember which one now. I think it might be the Diddy Little one for Terminator. It's definitely one that I didn't actually try riding. Well, much,
Much, yeah. You still tried.
Well, yeah, it was very, very small. I'm about 6'4", and a 6 scale Harley Davidson don't really fit under my fat.
But you did try.
Well, I gave it a go because wheels do actually turn, and I thought I better give it a go. Just quick test spin around living room. I've done it with all my other bikes, so I might as well do it with it. And then I've also got for the same kit for the Ecto 1A, a 1/25th scale photo etch that if I can get it into focus. It has
you full screen. Hold on. Focus.
Well, it's focusing on my hand now. Let's see if I can bring it. There we go. More or less.
More or less, yeah.
Just about make it out on thing. If I turn it the right way, this is confusing me because it's like a mirror.
There you go. You've got it. Yes, I can see it. Just about Ecto. Something.
Yeah, so it's Ecto 1A, and I'm going to have to hand paint it because the decal that comes with the kit is completely wrong. It should look like that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to, at 1/25th scale, to get the colours right, I'm going to have to hand paint it because I'm never getting masking tape on something that small.
No, definitely not. You could try dry brushing it.
Yeah.
Carefully.
Well, I've had a couple of attempts and it's gone slightly, because the Statue of Liberty that's in middle, I managed to do that with a cocktail stick. It's not quite fully detailed as it is on the full scale one, but you can. And then as I came to try and do lettering, it just weren't having it. You get about halfway down, tiny little twitch, and you end up with a great big blob. So it might end up being a lot of attempts and a lot of swearing.
I'm sure you'll get it.
I'll keep trying until I do, because I'm
Yeah.
dog determined. I've gone to the extra effort of the photo etch thingy.
Yeah.
It gives you a bunch of detailed parts. Some I'm not going to use on this Hector 1.
Uh-huh.
There's like the keyboard for inside, because it, behind the driver's seat, you have there's a 80s PC,
Right.
and the keyboard that's on the photo edge isn't as good, in my opinion, as the one that's molded in.
Yeah.
You got detailed parts for the bits of equipment that they've had in back. Well, once it's all taped up, you can't even see it.
No.
But the two that I got the photo etch for is, when it's on the roof rack
Yeah.
of the second car, they have that where it's, where have I put the plumbing stickers? No, where it's got,
Mark Shellard is just saying that that decal you picked up a moment ago might be slightly too big.
which decal?
The
Oh,
big decal you picked up that said Ecto 1.
yeah, that decal.
Yeah, it might be a bit too big for the model, that one.
If I squeeze it a bit,
Don't break it.
I might be able to squish it.
And Candygram from Mongo is saying he's just finished a bowl of chili for his late lunch. It was delicious. Now, do you like your chili hot, Candygram, or are you not a spicy person? I like it spicy, really spicy, but unfortunately the rest of the family don't. So I don't get spicy chili very often.
I'm not much of a spicy person.
No. And Lewis has found some unhappy faces, some angry faces, and some sweary faces.
Is that because I've not sent him a copy of the pink tank? I've got to build it first, Lewis, and then I can post it to you.
Yeah. And Mark Shellard is saying off red.
Oh no, it's not off red. It's still in can. So it's not. It can't have gone off because I only bought it not long ago. Right?
About 2 years ago.
But it'd be perfect for on it because it says it's
Yeah,
right there.
Pink isn't known as pink. Pink's known as off red.
See, it's a matte finish, so that's perfect for camo.
What if Dave finishes it? What if Dave finishes it? Not Matt.
Oh, then it might be less suitable for camo. Because I've seen Dave do things in bushes, and it's not right. It's just not right.
And moving swiftly on. Lewis is saying he's going to post it back with a few additions, and Mark is right. It is off red, not pink.
I could give it a sniff and see. No, it doesn't smell off. Smells new.
Don't keep snipping it, or you'll be off. Off somewhere. And Tony Graham's saying he does like spicy chili. It's usually how he does prepare it, but he likes mild chili too. Yeah, chili's good.
Wouldn't you prefer to warm it up first?
Possibly. I'm moving swiftly on. So there we go. That's us caught up with chat anyway. So anybody else having anything fancy for the tea, let us know. I mean, maybe you're having something a little bit more than food.
Yeah. I might have a drink as well.
Go easy now. Careful.
Well, it's the high life. Oh, and apparently Lewis wants me to take a big sniff.
Okay, a big sniff of what? Oh, you've already done it. A big sniff of the can, I think it was.
Ah. Sort of like a Nirvana. Mmm. Like Lewis. And apparently Lewis is having enchiladas.
Enchiladas.
Enchiladas. Sounds posh. I don't know what that is. I'm only a commoner.
I think it's Mexican food. I think.
Yeah. Posh Mexican food.
Yeah. There she is. Found it. Yeah, posh Mexican food. You have to be posh in order to be able to say it properly.
Yeah.
Never mind spell it right.
Well, I'm never going to say it right because I'm halfway to being compo from Last at Sonoma Wine. So,
Why only halfway?
because I haven't got a woolly hat yet.
Oh, come on. Why not?
I know, it's terrible. I'm going to have a word with that bloke that set up my pension scheme.
Oh, you'll have to pop down to market.
Aye.
So where did you go on the bike today? Anywhere interesting?
Not particularly, just sort of
Just
quick
about.
spin up round Hilltop. So I'm not that far from like being out into the countryside.
Yeah.
So, and there's a school that's directly behind my house. So 5 days a week, you end up with screaming kids every playtime.
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
I got so when it gets to weekend, it's time to disappear into countryside where there's nobody
Yeah.
and sling it down a green lane or two. Although I've still got to work out the correct order. It's not that you go down a muddy green lane, wash your back, and then take it down a muddy green lane. You got to do it the other way around because it don't.
Yes.
Yes. And I got told off for trying to use a great big puddle to wash back off.
Did you?
Yeah.
By who? The person standing next to the puddle, by chance?
Yeah, Andy's friend. Apparently, there were a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit thingy because it were a car park, you know.
Right.
And apparently, 70 mile an hour isn't 20 mile an hour. So
well, yeah.
I'm not allowed on the Tesco's car park no more.
You've been barred.
Yeah.
You're barred. Don't come back. Okay. Sorry. Only you could get barred from Tesco car park.
Well, it took a few attempts. But I'm afraid
the fact you were trying as well is, yeah. Oh dear. Anybody else been barred from anywhere eccentric like a car park? That's got to be hard to do. Get barred from a car park. I don't think I've ever been barred from anywhere.
Oh, I've been barred from a few places.
I can imagine.
Enough, none of them are pubs because I don't really drink. It's probably why I'm so thirsty all the time.
Lack of fluids.
Yeah. Well, I got banned from the bus depot. Apparently, they didn't appreciate my Blakey impression.
Yeah.
Tesco's car park, as we've already established.
Mm-hmm.
Tesco's itself.
Oh, you see barred out of Tesco's as well?
Oh, yeah.
What was that for?
Working there.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Luce is saying that spelling is easy with predictive text. Yes. Oh, that's good news. So I don't know if any of you noticed, but Lewis posted up a video earlier on that he'd been unfortunately witness to a motorbike accident, and air ambulance came for the patient and everything. So he's just posted here that Nat has said that the motorbike who we saw have the accident is doing well. She's in good humour, so all good news. That is good to hear, Lewis. Good to hear. So usually when motorbikes crashes on motorways and things like that, it only usually goes one way. Because falling off a motorbike's not the problem. Sliding along the ground's not the problem. It's that very sudden and very quick stop that is very, very dangerous.
Yeah. And also settees, if you're enough of a moron to do 30 mile an hour in your living room.
Is that why you've got a tyre track on your ceiling behind you?
Possibly. Because you get a bike, it's inevitable that sooner or later you're gonna come off it and have a bike accident. You know,
Yes.
it's an inevitability. One of the things that any biker you'd expect. You accept
Uh-huh.
that you're on. You've got a vehicle that's potentially less safe than a car where you've got a reinforced steel cage around you.
Yes.
That said, I'm the only person that I know of whose very first bike accident was to do 30 mile an hour through the front door straight into the living room and hit the sofa, which I had to replace.
I'm saying nothing. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm saying nothing.
Well,
So,
on the plus side, when I went over handlebars, there were those lovely cushions of the settee to cushion me fall. So, hey, I'm smarter than the average biker.
Smarter than the average bear.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So some of you may have noticed that Lewis is in chat. So for those that did see the other video that Lewis posted this week, yes, he is still alive and kicking. However, only just. So if you've not seen that video yet, it's worth finding and having a look at. And I'm probably in trouble now for even mentioning said video.
Yeah, I think if I remember rightly, I were attempting to not post, not delete accidentally sharing it to the crafters group, and I might have accidentally posted it to Saturday Night Creche.
Okay.
Totally by accident, because I were all confused by buttons and things,
What do we do with this one? Don't know. Press it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have we been rejoined by a gold medalist?
No, there's no one in the wings.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
We're all up to date with chat, etc.
We the last one we've got here is just Caleb saying that explains a lot, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
And Louis saying she's home now, so please don't remind her of that video that Louis posted through the week about car parks and Tesco. So not to remind Nat at all that Louis posted a video earlier on this week about Tesco's. So
No.
whatever you do, don't remind everybody in chat that Louis posted a video about Tesco's this week. Okay.
No, I won't do that.
Do
No,
not.
I won't either. I won't mention that video about Tesco's neither.
No. There are other brands available, obviously.
Yeah. So shh. No Tesco mentioning.
Right. Okay.
Okay. I'm glad we've got that straightened out, that we are not going to mention Tesco's at all. And I'll just drop that piece on the floor because that's just the way I roll.
Did it roll?
It did all the way to the back. There we go, found it.
So,
Found
talking of the devil, we'll come back to that in a second. The lovely Nat is in the chat. She's saying good evening all, and I'm sure
Hi, Nat.
it was by accident, Dan.
Oh, yeah. Honest it was.
Yeah. Mark Edinburgh Modelling Man Cave says, evening gentlemen and all in the chat. Off to my bed soon as another 5:30 a.m. start. Oh,
nice. Gotta love golf season.
Absolutely. Well, I sort of gave the surprise away there because I'd forgotten that it would do that. But we do have a guest thing, which is queued up to go. But I'm wondering whether to wait for the Lewis because Nat might be happy if I did that. That might make amends for a shopping incident.
A shopping incident?
Yeah, well, it was a shocking shopping incident, and that's easy for me to say.
Why? What happened?
Well, as it turns out, Lewis got very brave.
Very, very brave.
Yes. I gotta be honest, I was watching the video, the said video that we won't mention, and I was waiting for a very hard right hook.
Yeah.
But luckily Mark in the chat won't mention the Lewis's video in Tesco's either, so that's handy.
Excellent.
Kayla's saying that hi Nat, hopefully Lewis is rubbing your feet and massaging your shoulders like every good husband should do after a long, hard day at work. Yeah, he's probably actually being hit with a shovel. I got to be honest.
Yeah, a very big shovel.
Yeah, definitely.
Purchased from Tesco.
Did they have a special offer on?
I think they were for sale in the car park.
Ah, okay. With a big advertising sign saying, "Has your husband worn his one out? Replacements are available."
Oh dear. Terrible.
Nat and Lewis, I know you're both in the chat. I just want to ask Nat if you can. Shall I wait for Lewis? Do you want that revenge, or shall I soldier on? Oh, hello. No,
hello.
He's there.
Talking of trouble, or talking of somebody in trouble.
Hi, Nat.
Good evening.
Hi, Nat.
Hi, Nat.
Evening.
I thought for a second that Nat had come on and said, yeah, unfortunately, Lewis won't make it.
Lewis won't be making it this evening.
No.
He's a little bit poorly.
How's Nat anyway? You all right?
A bit knackered, but I'm good, thank you.
How was work today? Fun?
A lot better, thank you.
Oh, good.
That's good to hear.
Busy, but good.
Yeah.
So I hope that you're suitably massaged and he's giving you your tea.
Oh, no, I'm just finishing off tea now as we speak.
Ah.
What did he make in that?
We're having enchiladas tonight.
Oh, yeah, he did say.
Oh.
So in all fairness, he's prepped it. I've just got to roll it.
Ah, right, okay. So he did
So
the job, basically.
Yeah.
I'll have you know, I did the kids' tea and they had alpha bites, and I managed to make the names with the potato letters on the top of the plates.
Yeah.
Well done, you.
They were well impressed that I actually spelled them right. I gave them to the wrong person, but I spelled them right. He didn't half shout at me. He's like, "No, that's not mine." Sorry. You both look alike.
So was this planned spelling? Did you do it from the scratch, or did you just happen to go, oh, I can do that once you cook them?
It was planned. I emptied the bag of frozen alpha bites into tray, and I made sure I got the right letters, and then I put half of them back.
Right.
You do know next time you cook alpha bites, you're going to have to do the same again. You're going to have to throw
Yeah.
half of them away because they don't spell the right name.
Yeah, but my advantage is that they'll have the other half of the bag when I'm at work in the middle of the week, and I know there's not enough of each letters to make the name, so I'm not going to get the stick for it.
Or you just change the names. Plan ahead, see. Empty the bag out, see what names you can spell, and start calling them that about 2 or 3 days before you cook them.
Well, we could always we call them oi and hey, get down. You know, we use them sort of words. We can just make them letters.
Just remember not to spell the wrong sort of words, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mark makes a good point. Don't forget your Tesco's club points.
There is a reason why I popped on. Because I was sat listening to you saying that, Lewis is in trouble, this, that, and the other. He was mean to her, this, that, and everything. The only reason I did what I did
here we go.
was because we was driving through town and I needed to go to a shop in the actual town, and that was going off to Tesco. So I jumped out of the car when we were stuck in traffic. I jumped out. She beeps the horn at me, scares me half to death. So I said a few choice words to her. And then, as she's then overtook me as the traffic started moving, she's gone and stuck a finger up at me.
So let me just get this right. So basically, what your excuse is, your reasoning behind this, is that you abandoned her in traffic.
Yeah.
And she was busy pointing to you as to where she was going, and you took offence to this.
The only way she was pointing was up, so it's either she's going to crash again and wreck the car again, or she was showing some expletives.
See, the thing you got wrong there is you said your car.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not my car; it's her car, because I know she's not been checking the oil on it. So next time she breaks this car, she's not bothered checking the oil. It's her car again.
The cars are registered in your name?
Oh, they're now registered in my name, are they?
Yep.
Yeah.
I wonder why it's me that always has to pay to fill them up.
Got it in one.
So the good news is,
it's time to guess the thing, the thingamabob, the thingamajig, the thing. Bring on the wibble.
So yes, there you go. This is going to be interesting. This is not the normal sort of thing, and as you can see, this is done by a guest, the wonderful Malcolm Childs, and this is his Guess the Thing. So I can't play because I have had a sneaky peek, but it's going to be really interesting. The first one will sort of set the tone, I think, is probably the best way of putting it. Are you ready? Okay, so here we go. This is the first one. 16 people watching. Good luck, everyone. So as you can see, there's a picture of the world, and part of it is coloured blue, the other is coloured orange. Can you guess what this map is signifying?
No.
Answers in the chat.
I've got it.
You played already, Lewis?
No, I haven't, honest.
Uh-huh.
I'm not convinced by that answer.
No, not me.
It's quite easy, actually.
It always is when you know the answer.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
No, I haven't seen it, but I'm pretty certain I know what it is.
So we've got a first guess in, and it's from Rob, and he's saying still controlled by the UK.
No.
I.e.
I think I know what it is as well. Possibly.
I looked at this slide and I just went, ah, and I couldn't work it out at all until I went to the next one. I went, oh. Kaylin is saying countries that mind their own business and stay out of wars.
No, because we're on there, if you look.
Yeah.
And we definitely do not.
Lisa's going with British colonies. Keep your answers coming in. I will give you a 1 minute warning at some point. Get your guesses in the chat. It's all for fun. Rob is just saying head of state.
Mark Shellard's the best one.
Mark Shellard said where the nearest Tesco shop is.
Oh dear.
Okay, gonna give you a minute warning. There is a thing for that somewhere. I've no idea where that is. I've lost it. I'll have to count using my hands then.
Stand by, caller. Oh, it's gone.
I got it.
There it is. Found it.
It's there on the screen. Oh dear, this is so slick tonight. There you go. Keep getting your answers in.
You mean oil slick?
Something like that. Slick of some description. Not available at Tesco's though.
You're really trying to get me in trouble, aren't you?
Me? No, would I do that?
No, not at all. Like to see me squirt.
You can do that all yourself anyway, let's be honest.
So I wait until you find out what I've got planned for tomorrow. She's going to hit the roof.
Oh dear.
And it's concerning children.
So let's have a quick look at the chat. Kayland is saying countries that only have one astronaut.
We've got quite a few people in this country that have their head in the clouds. That's close enough.
I'll be honest, there's some really good answers there, actually. Let's go around the studio. I can't resist. Dan.
I'm thinking all that blue, that's holiday destinations that you can go to if you're using your Tesco's club points.
Oh dear.
Excellent. Lewis?
I think this is the countries that was part of the British Commonwealth when the Queen was coronated.
Right. Okay.
Although just looking there, there's no Gibraltar.
Okay. Karl?
I think Gibraltar might be a bit small to be on there, to be honest. No idea. I don't know what the 75 and 165 mean.
I think that's the amount of countries.
Is it? All right. Okay. I was thinking it's maybe countries that still drive on the left-hand side. But I'm not sure.
Okay. Let's reveal. There you go. Countries that drive on the left or the right.
There we go.
So left being orange and right being blue. Point to Karl.
So the ones that drive on the left are basically British. They should be part of the British Commonwealth.
All the ones in orange drive on the right side of the road. Not
Correct
the
side of the road. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. So there you go. That sets the tone. 20 people watching. Get your guesses in. This is the next one. Stunned silence.
Trying
What
to
a
work out
map.
which country it is.
There may be a theme. Geography might help you, maybe.
Could you flip back to the previous slide so I can find out what country it is? Please.
No, I can't. Because the way things are going tonight, it's not going to go well. So, no. Stunned silence in the chat. It does get easier.
Is that? Oh no, it isn't. Where is that?
Would you like a clue?
No, I'll find it in a minute.
Okay.
It's even hard to find. If you open up a world map, it's even hard to find on the world map where that is.
It really isn't that hard. It's very close. So John Alec is saying it's St. Martin's and St. Martin, I think. Kaylin is saying that the left blue are cold-headed folks, and the right are a bunch of hotheads. That's not far off, if I'm honest. Here he is. Evening, Steve.
Evening, Steve.
Hello, Steve.
Hope you're feeling all right, buddy.
Get well soon. We need you back. We need your expertise.
Mark Shellard has said, what branch of Tesco's had spades in stock? Jonathan, it's Manchester. I think that might be something to do with the hot heads and cold heads, maybe. I don't know. Steve's giving us an update saying, fair to poo. Sorry to hear that, buddy. So, because of the stunned silence, you've got a minute, guys. Get your answers in. There's only been a couple so far. Obviously, I'm in the UK, and that's not far away from me. That helps you.
It's in London.
London is in UK, you're correct.
I had to laugh today. I had to go insulted at work.
You got insulted.
Yeah. Someone said I had a southern accent. He said he thought I was from London.
I've not been watching that video, have they?
He says, you're not from up north. He says, you must be from London. I said, please don't insult me.
So with people from London or down south?
I like to drink my tea with my pinky down.
You do.
What you do in your own time's up to you. Okay, let's go over to the chat and see what else we've got. Alicia's saying hi to Steve. Hope you're healing. Robbie's saying Macron and Le Pen. Oh, now that's... John is saying, yes, it looks like France. I can see it now. Lisa said, Australia. It's in the direction the water goes down the plug hole. Kayla's just checking in with Karl asking which video that is.
In relation to what?
Can't remember.
No, not me.
one with only 1,000 views.
Oh.
So let's go to the studio. Let's start with the intelligent one.
Lace.
There's someone else in stream.
Go on, Dan. Are you going to answer?
Over to you, Carl. What do you think it
I
is?
have no idea.
Dan's going to get this. I know he is. Go on, Dan.
Well, I was thinking it were an abstract of the bruise on the back of Lewis's head.
Oh, Lewis.
I think these are two countries that used to drive on the opposite sides of the road. So the red used to drive on the right and now drive on left, and the left used to drive on the right and now drive on left, or opposite way round, whichever it may be.
Okay. Kayla's just saying it. To be fair, that's Lewis's most viewed video.
It is actually.
Okay, so the big reveal is happening when I press the right button.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's the answer. Which cheek first?
Which cheek first?
So in France, when they kiss you on both cheeks, in the
It's
red,
not fast forwarded here.
they start on the right, and in the blue, they start on the left.
Huh?
It's Malcolm. What can I say?
What is that when they go to the toilet or something?
Who knows?
Which cheek hits first?
Which cheek first?
Oh dear. There you go. I don't know how factual this is.
No
so
idea.
I apologise.
No idea what you're talking about, to be honest.
There you go. So next one. Okay, and saying in the middle they smack each other on the lips. So there you go. So this obviously is a chart to help determine the risk of bear attack. And your idea is to try and give some clue as to where there is no risk, also no risk, or very high risk of bear attack. Rob has found the level of discussion.
We are trying to catch you up, Rob. I'm glad you've arrived, but we're still about a quarter of the way up the hill.
I think I'm pretty much where also no risk of bear attack is, to be honest.
You still at base camp? Oh, Malcolm's got a lot to answer for with this one.
He has, yeah. Rob's also saying changing tack and thought process. Yeah. You're going to have to really think out of the box on this one, I'm afraid.
Out of the box, down the street and to the left.
Possibly even outside of the universe.
Oh, dear.
And I think the most wonderful thing is only 2 people have gone, what? And left. There's still 18 people watching. So thank you for bearing with us.
No pun intended.
No pun intended.
I see what you did there. Yeah, very clever.
Yeah. I'm probably just saying whether I go to the US or not.
So no risk of bear attack. Bear is dead. Very high risk of bear attack. The bear's like 2 feet away. Also no risk of bear attack. You live in a country where there's no bears.
Okay. Mark Sheller saying the right to the arm bears and to bear arms. I see what you've done there. Very good. Yeah, very good. Okay. I'm not going to do a timer. I'm just going straight to the studio because our audience is stunned. Oh, hang on. White Glove Model says the only risk of possible bear attack is determined by the stupidity of the tourist, whether they stay in the car or keep driving or stop and get out and take pictures. And this is true. Lisa said that the risk is on planet Earth. Well, see what he did there? And Rob said Tory manifesto. Okay, to the studio. Dan, come on, put some sense into this conversation.
So I think the one on, as you're looking at the picture, one on the top left side is indicating the main road. The one on the top right-hand side is indicating the supermarket, and the one in the middle is pointing to Tesco's car park.
Thank you, Daniel.
Oh, you got a Daniel.
Oh, Daniel.
You are in it.
So does that mean you basically just called my wife a bear?
Oh shit!
Oh, hang on.
Because let me just clarify something. I'd rather go 10 rounds with a bear than half a round with her.
And I'm just gonna get on my bike and head for the course.
You better get drive onto them hills.
And that's why Lewis got a new shovel. Anyway, Lewis, your guess?
I have no idea.
Karl?
No, that's beyond me.
Okay, so we'll do the reveal. And there you go. Lisa gets a point because she's closest.
Well done, Liz.
Oh dear. So yeah, on planet Earth, there's a really high risk. And you can see the rest of the chart. Oh dear. Oh, do you know what? Yeah. Oh dear. Right. Next one.
Wait till I see him. Okay.
I can't give you a clue. So, what does this map represent? Do you think? Robbie's just saying this is way out there.
Yeah.
Way beyond there. It's Malcolm. This is Malcolm's world. Oh dear.
Punishment. If anyone ever complains about mine again, I'll get in touch with Malcolm. It's like, Malcolm, can you send one through, please?
Yeah. Yeah, I have to admit this was conjured up between Malcolm and Nat, so she does take some responsibility because she sent it to me. Luckily, I'm not near a Tesco, so it's all right. Oh dear. Get your answers in the chat. Robbie's saying everywhere that Boris has children. And he said, let's not get political now. Tut tut. Yes, indeed. On this occasion, I'll let it slide. You'll be glad to know we're almost finished.
Oh.
Okay. The chat's very, very quiet. Lewis.
I'm not surprised.
I think this is a group of some of the more important countries in the world.
Hey?
I think it's showing some of the more important countries of the world.
Okay.
I mean, we're nearly central, so.
Okay. Dan?
I think it's all the places I'm not safe after accidentally implying somebody's a bear.
You're gonna need a bigger map.
You're going to need to go further afield.
I'm going to need a bloody space shuttle.
Kayla's saying places where you can't have potato chips without asking for crisps. Rob is confessing that alcohol might be taking a toll on his spelling. And Mark Shellard is saying the blood stain currently in Tesco's car park. Karl?
Yeah, I think this one is accurately depicting the differences between the colour white and grey.
Okay.
You've got just as much chance as any other answer.
Shall we try and see what it is?
Oh my God. No. Oh, my brain is starting to melt.
Oh no, there is more. Right, next one.
Dear.
Oh, jeez.
Now, I'm going to tell you now, right from the off, I'm going to struggle to explain this one, but yeah, go on. What do you think this map represents? Please stay with us. Honestly, we'll be talking model making soon. Oh, dear.
That's West Africa, where the red thing is. And it's right next door to Cameroon.
Oh, my eyes. And yes, Steve's pretty much nailed it, I think.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with Steve.
You know what WTF means, doesn't you? Where the airport's for. Or where the airport's, friend. There ain't none.
Your brain after a hot curry from Steve? It's not down to me, it's down to Malcolm. Lewis, do you want to have a guess on this before you start munching? Too late.
I've just had a crude thought come into my mind and I can't think of anything else, so I'm going to take a pass on this one.
Okay, then. Dan?
I think the yellow parts are safe zones, and that, what is it, like a purpley warning colour?
Off red.
Is like there might be a possibility of a Tesco's in this area.
Kayla's saying the only place in Africa that is safe to bathe in a river without being eaten by a wild animal. Karl?
I'm scared right now.
You need to be.
No idea. Honestly, I don't want to guess. You know, now this makes the first one seem ever so simple.
It does, doesn't it, right? Oh, dear. Robbie's saying where aliens are in control of the mind-bending manipulation. And Mark Shellard is saying the floor map of Tesco's.
That was the section where Lewis was found.
Is that the frozen aisle? Okay, let's have a look, shall we? Oh dear, oh dear.
I'm scared.
This restaurant, all the choices in Africa, the green area is for here, and the one little area is to go.
Those who don't quite understand, that little piece there is called Togo.
It is to go. Yeah, Togo. Sorry, I mispronounced it. Steve's saying, is this an early portrait of Bronze bronze-aged man looking for a flint, and Rob is just banging his head against the wall, I think. Right. Okay. So I think this is the last one.
Hopefully.
What does this map represent? And Caleb is just saying the silence is deafening. Yeah, you're right. Now this one, in fairness, is fairly easy. If you get into Malcolm's head,
it can't be.
I think I'd be quite scared to get into Malcolm's head after these.
Rob saying Fat Fighter's best attendance. Oh dear. I was so excited when I heard Malcolm had done one. Not again.
His one Friday night was actually pretty good.
Was it?
Yeah.
I missed it Friday night. I was at work, unfortunately. Oh dear. I know it's becoming quite a challenge. I've been doing it a while now. And Steve's suggesting that I put it together. No, it's far too much work involved, Steve. Trust me. Caelan's saying this one's quite obvious. It's a map of the United States. Steve saying states you're not allowed to kiss your granny in.
That's actually pretty close. Sort of.
And Rob saying Sasquatch sightings that number one are what has reported. Oh dear. Dan, I'm frightened to ask, but go on, Dan.
I think it's blood splatter analysis from CSI test scores.
Lewis?
I think this is the red areas are that have EF5 tornadoes in. The orange areas only have up to EF4 tornadoes in. And the green areas have EF0 tornadoes in.
You've been spending too much time around Connor.
Well, I've looked after him all day.
Yeah, I like your thinking. Caelan's saying green states are all vegan. Red states eat strictly meat, and the orange states are undecided. Mark Shield said places where Lewis has tried to hide after uploading a video in Tesco's. and Rob's come back with states you're allowed to kiss your granny in. Karl?
I know this one because I stumbled across it earlier, so I will not answer.
Okay, then. Let's do the big reveal. So this is the map of the kangaroo ownership legality. Green states are without a permit, orange are with a permit, and red are illegal. Is that what you stumbled up? I know.
It is. Yeah.
Really? Where did you see that?
What was I looking for earlier on? At the start of this, because I had absolutely no idea what the hell the map was for. So I thought I'll search for the map, see if I can find the map. Oh, it was the one. Which side they start on first. I've never understood. I was looking for that map to see where it was in the world.
So it weren't a Google search where you put in person does illegal thing with a kangaroo.
No, because I put a coloured map, so I was searching for, and it came up with that, and it's like, what the hell?
Caelan, wow. Steve, okay then. Kelly Grove and Mongo, outstanding. I wondered how much kangaroo sells for.
When you find out, I bet you'll be hopping mad.
Oh. What's that, Joey?
What's that? You stuck down the well?
Oh, dear, I don't know if there's more. I really don't. I can't remember.
Please no.
Oh, there is. What does this map represent?
Oh
Oh, I know what that is.
Oh,
I know what
dear.
that one is. Without looking as well, yeah.
Yeah, this should be a fairly
The-
easy one, in fairness.
The Out Diana gives you a very big clue.
Yeah. Answers in the chat. 18 still stunned and watching.
Frozen like rabbits in a headlight.
Oh, dear. More people joining.
Oh
What?
dear.
What? Where's the models? They're coming. Trust me, they are. Oh dear. So Lisa has jumped in with a guess. It's got to be Indiana.
See, this one should have gone a bit earlier on.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think.
He's definitely one of those. Oh yeah, got it. I understand it now.
Yeah.
White glove models. Kaylan saying, "States you're still allowed to marry your sister."
No, it's not enough. What is that? The brown ones?
Oh,
terrible.
please don't be offended, anyone that watches this. Oh dear. Okay, so Lewis.
It's got to be Indiana. Sure.
Dan.
Going off, continuing from what Lisa had said, I'm wondering who is this Diana? Because, you know, she seems to get about a bit.
Okay. Rob's going with places someone has filled in pink dot. Karl.
Yeah, Indiana.
And the reveal is. Oh, hang on. Mark Shellard has jumped in with. Where can you currently double your Tesco's club points? And it's Indiana. 2 points to Lisa.
Yeah.
Wow, she's going to get the prize and everything.
Is the prize those club points that Mark mentioned?
Lisa's saying Diana's doing the okie dokie. He answered you, Dan. Well, I'm all bated breath. I'm not sure there's any more. Let me look. There is.
Oh,
Pain.
What does this map represent? I think we've reached the level now. It should start getting easier for you to guess. 18 stunned silent viewers. And this isn't a map of Tesco's or Sainsbury's. Oh dear.
That's Dan done for then.
And I can confirm without question it isn't where shovels are exported from. While we're giving the viewers a few moments to drink more alcohol, Dan?
I think the blue area is where Lewis got the crack upside of Ed, and the red areas are where his bits landed.
Where his bitch landed?
It's a very hard impact, you know, if it's going to send him all that way.
Did you say bits or bitch?
It
sounds like bitch.
Stop trying to drop it in. Stop trying to drop him in at you.
I already got myself in enough trouble.
If you want them club card points, Dan, I'll send Nat to bring them to you.
Okay.
Lewis?
This is where Malcolm has decided to colour in blue, and where he's decided to colour in red, and where he's decided to colour in grey.
You know, that might actually be right.
Yeah. Karl?
I'm going to go with what Lewis said. That actually makes sense. Nothing else has.
Rob's definitely with alcohol. He's saying places I have not had a hot lady. Okie dokie. Okay, let's have a look. The red parts are countries with a moon on the flag, and the blue are countries with the flag on the moon.
Very clever. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. Dominic is stunned by the amazingness of this particular piece. Oh my god, this is really unbelievable. Is this English humour?
No.
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 Mark Shelloff says it's where every little helps. Oh dear. Oh, please tell me this is the last one. No, it's not. I think this is the last one, guys. Honest, I think.
Oh, I think I've got this.
What do these maps represent? Yeah, patience, Rob. It's coming, honest. Oh dear. What I should have done is I should have got Malcolm to do this.
Yes. Yes.
Oh dear, maybe next time. I'm going to ask the guys in the studios first. Pop me what your thoughts are in the chat. Steve has gone with Frodo's socks. Karl, your thoughts?
F in. F out.
Okay. Lewis?
I think the one on the left is Finland, or F in land. Finland.
Mm-hmm.
And the one on the right is F outland, not Finland.
Hang on a minute. Did we just have a sensible answer?
No.
I'm going to have to watch this back on playback. That can't be right. Dan?
I'm really struggling with that letter F and not having really bad thoughts.
Palpitations.
But I think it might be related to that diagonal lass from earlier.
Let's move on. Okay, let's do the reveal. It is point to Lewis.
Woohoo! I got one.
Oh dear. Candygram for Mongo is straight in there with the same. Yeah, totally right. Point to you as well, mate. Well done. Oh, Malcolm, what are you doing to me? Let's see. There's another one. Oh dear. So Lisa's out in front with 2 points. What do these represent? A map of the world, part of it coloured in green. Oh. Mark Shell has said for the last one. Is that a bit of chicken found Tesco's meal deal? Rob saying green is in and green is out. Oh dear. The studio. Let's start with Dan.
Someone's mouldy balls. Hopefully not a doctor's report.
Karl.
No idea. None whatsoever.
Steve is saying green flag pick up points. Lewis.
I think it's countries that have large enough areas of green vegetation or forest areas that can be seen from space.
He's gone ever so sensible now, hasn't he?
I've no idea.
It's got that correct answer's gone to his head.
Yeah. Rob is saying places you can't see a doctor. And Mark Gellard is saying places you can recycle your old Tesco's bags. Let's have a look. I've no idea. On the left is Aunt Tina. On the right side, Aunt Tina. Oh dear. Right, I think that is the last one. I will just double check. Oh, it's the last one.
What a shame.
Goodness for that.
Thank you, Malcolm, for that.
Yeah,
So much.
you.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah. Next time, Malcolm, you're presenting that. 100%. Right, so we've been going for nearly 2 hours and you're still with us, so thanks for that. It's quite a mammoth
You've
start.
done really well.
Very well after that. Rob saying back to reality. Steve was saying thank Jeff for that. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh, in fairness, and that's right. We won't complain next time, will we?
No, definitely not.
So, let's have a little sneaky peek. Okay, so Lewis, you want to do what's on the bench?
Yeah. When would you like me to do it?
Can do. Karl, as it was your idea, do you want to do favourite build or?
Yeah, I can do.
Okay. Well, we're going to do that next, guys, because we're going to get back to the modelling, obviously. So we're going to look over your work and then we'll do look over your favourite builds. So Lewis is just getting himself ready. We'll have a look, see what you've been working on this week. And then if you have a favourite build and not posted, remember it is in the Saturday Night Creche Facebook page as a pinned post. So by all means, add something in there now. Kaylin is just saying that was a magical journey.
That's one way of describing it.
Yeah, definitely.
I can think of some things that may have helped that magical journey.
Vast amounts of alcohol.
Yeah.
Although I'm not sure. Oh dear. And yeah, indeed. Canagram Mungo says, thanks, Malcolm. I will pass on your thanks to him tomorrow morning. With interest. So there you go. 18 people still watching. I congratulate you all. Oh dear, yeah. Thanks for being with us. Like I said, we're going to look over your work and what's on the bench in a minute or two. Once Lewis has got himself ready. So we're waiting for Lewis, just so you know, obviously tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, Models for Heroes on YouTube will be doing their Sunday morning show, where if you've been absolutely dazzled by this week's Guess the Thing, I'm sure there'll be another similar one on that show. Not sure if Malcolm's in charge of it, but there will definitely be one. And then 11 o'clock tomorrow, myself and Karl will be live. And we're going to do a little bit more on the Helldiver, playing with the engine, showing you some stains as well.
Yeah, don't miss it.
They'll be fresh. Lewis, are you there? Or have you been beaten?
He's here. He's just quickly making a coffee.
Oh, yeah, that's all right. No worries. That's all right. Yeah, take time. Whatever. Oh, I didn't pre-warn anyone. I was going to palm it off on other people, so I apologise. Oh, dear. While we're waiting for Lewis, those of you in the chat, if you'd like to vote as to whether you'd like to do a Guess the Thing next week, please do that. or if you have an idea or theme for a Guess the Thing and you want to put one together, then you can contact myself or Nat, and we can sort something out. Mind blowing's fine, but keep it clean where you can. Oh, I like that. You see that, Karl?
What's that?
Well, Lewis has made coffee for him and Dan.
Oh, marvellous.
That's nice.
You wouldn't want the one Dan's got. That mate.
Robbie said yes, please. Maybe Star Wars themed. Ooh.
If you bring it over far enough, you can just do the cheers, big ears. Yeah, there.
Don't spill my coffee.
Okay.
I'd laugh so much if that all fell over. Kayla's just saying that's not coffee. Coffee's supposed to be black.
No, I'm not keen on black drinks.
Right. Okay,
Right.
so let me add it to the stream. Sorry. Over to you then.
So this is the post that James put up, 18th of June. So this is today's. We're right. First up, we have Dominique he's saying he has continued with the Trumpeter 135th Fab 3 Black Primer from Mr. Hobby. Mr. Hobby H11 Flat White tomorrow. Mr. Hobby Green H303.
Ooh.
I must admit, I do like doing this sort of the shading with the black and then the white over top. Quite enjoy doing that.
When I try, I usually fail and end up putting too much paint on.
Yeah, there's an act to it.
There is definitely an act to it.
And then these are crisps, not chips. Crisps.
Ah.
Yes, crisps.
Bolognese filling. I didn't know they did bolognese flavoured crisps.
If you're going by the guess the thing we've just done, that actually says bollock knees.
Next up, we have Luke Carswell. So this week I have mostly been working on the 135th Trumpeter ASLAV. Great kit with a ton of etched detail included in the box. Have a great weekend all. Happy hobbying.
Nice.
Photo etch. Look at that.
Yeah. Not bad for it. There's a blooming trumpet kit as well. Not the best. But that is looking sweet.
Ooh. Look at that photo etch.
No.
It's a thing of beauty.
Have you got your dribble bib on before you started looking through these pictures?
No, I forgot that. Let me just wipe it in. And then we have Mark Ewing with the AFV Club 135th British Scimitar tank with mini diorama. Done in 3 weeks for a club competition. Not the greatest kit, to be honest, and really only a £20 kit at best. He's used Mr. Surface of Primer, AK Real Colours, paint, and weathering products. Base was cheap, picture frame, sand from my work, and again AK diorama products.
He's made a fantastic job of that.
Yeah, it looks really, really good.
Fantastic job.
That is brilliant.
I really like those bags on back. They look like proper fabric.
Close a lot.
Closer. Nice.
Absolutely stunning.
I love it.
I love it. Love it loads.
And then Mark Ewing again also got a very old Shelf of Doom back on the bench, the Hobby Boss 148 A10, and I'm definitely going to finish it this time. So it's fixing all the bad mistakes I made to the kit 2 years ago.
Nice.
I don't know what's more shocking. The fact that he put that on the Shelf of Doom, or the fact that he's got a Shelf of Doom.
Ew.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice build, isn't it?
It's just the shape of that plane. It's just iconic, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Lisa. She's been busy making some headway on the mini house build. The video of putting the windows together is now live on my channel. Got the ceiling light to do next before attaching. Then the room is ready to start building the furniture.
Awesome.
That's nice. I like that.
It's got Vincent van Gogh in there.
Very sweet. I love that.
And I believe that is all of them.
Cool.
Let's do that. There we go.
Yeah, well done. Love it. Let's have a quick look at the chat. Callum's just saying, I like my coffee. I like my beer black. Rob's just saying Guinness lovers super. Yeah, some great work there, guys. Love it. Bit annoyed myself. I didn't put any pictures up. Bit silly me. How did I manage that? I thought I did. Now, what we'll do in a minute is we'll go around and look at our favourite builds, or your favourite builds, rather.
Right, guys, I'm going to get off and head up to bed. So, night night all.
All right,
Good
night,
night.
night. Take care.
And you see you all soon.
Bye.
Wait while you're sleeping.
As long as it doesn't involve a razor to my eyebrows, then that's fine.
Raise your eyebrows.
Yeah.
Oh, he wouldn't dare do such a thing.
I see your shovel. And I raise your eyebrows.
I feel another Facebook live stream coming on tonight with a razor blade and that's an eyebrows.
Oh, don't even joke it.
Who's joking?
Well, exactly, just don't even think it.
Got a new phone that's got like night vision camera on it, so I can do it without switching light on.
Oh, don't. That's funny. Well, we'll pop over and see your favourite builds in a minute.
Yeah, I'm just getting it.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
Shared now.
Just come out for 2 hours, so thanks for being with us. A few dropped off, so that's cool.
Ignore that.
Ooh, go.
There we go. Right.
So,
I'm going to switch to this screen. So if you want to share it
okie dokie.
and
There
tell
you
me
go.
when you're ready, because I can't see the screen, obviously. So
All ready for you.
happy day. So here we are, Saturday Night Creche Live, a Facebook group page. Currently sitting with 1, 2, 3 members, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anybody you know that wants to come along and join and take part, throw them an invite. It'd be awesome. See if we can build the membership up to maybe 150. That'd be cool. So, as discussed, this post went up at the end of the show, well, before the end of the show, actually, last week, saying, post a picture of the model that has brought you the most joy. Explain the following if you can: what the kit is, what the scale is, and why you enjoyed it the most. So, let us take a look. So, first up, we have Dominic. So, he said, I made this one a few years back. I wanted to make a dio where there is lots to see. Box mini art 1/35th scale 1.5 ton truck. There's a lot of resin and hope made by myself. I enjoyed it because this is my first really successful diorama. Wow.
Nice.
And there it is. Wow. Excellent. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, he's not wrong. That is successful.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So, a few more pictures here. So, I love the top.
Yeah, that's very good.
Very, very nice. And the leaf, the scatter.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very good. The other angle. So I'm guessing all this stuff here will be some resin stuff, and yeah. I want to know what the ivy and stuff is made of. That's really good.
Yeah.
Usually when you do greenery and shrubbery like this, it stands out that it's a model. This looks pretty genuine. Very nice, Dominic. Very nice indeed. Is there any more? No. Just those three. Excellent. Fantastic work, Dominic. Thank you very much for sharing that one.
Mm-hmm.
I can see why it's a favourite. Excellent. Okay. So Scott Shurey's giving that a clap, that one above, where it very much deserved.
Mm-hmm.
Saying looks fantastic. So next we have Dan the man himself. So he's saying my 1/8 scale DeLorean. I love it because it's massive. There was a lot of aftermarket upgrades I could do on it to make the finished model 100% unique among however many hundreds of them are out there. And after I'd finished building, I have all the parts to mod it to and from any of the versions of it that are in the 3 films. Nice. So you can put the nuclear thing on it if you wanted to, and all that stuff.
Yeah, at the minute I've got it
There we
where I've taken the out of time, license plate off, and it's been swapped for the, in second film.
Yeah.
So that's an aftermarket number plate, because you're meant to have 2 screws. The one that comes as stock is 2 screws going back, and it's permanently fixed on.
Yeah.
The aftermarket from, I think it was Maglane Mods, you've got a really, really thin magnet that's similar to what I've been using for the fridge magnets I've been making.
Yes.
And that'll magnetize it so that you then just use a guitar pick to pull it off. And I've got the option of the out of time one, the number plate from the second film, and that were also on the third film. One that says Ecto 88 for that's the license plate of a replica of the car by the guy that wrote the book for, the Ready Player One film.
Yes.
And there's also an Ecto 88 that's the California version one, and then a Percival version of it, because in the book it's that same California license plate, but it says Ecto 88.
Mm-hmm.
And in the film it says Percival, which is the name of the main character. But I'm in midst of having to do repairs, because when I moved out, I kind of dropped it.
Oh dear.
And I absolutely cacked myself, because that thing, it's got the same kind of weight as a fridge, as a microwave, because it's metal frame, metal bodywork, all the bits that you'd find metal on it. So I dropped it, and amazingly, it landed on its wheels. It's got functional suspension that actually mostly worked. And if you look just under edge at door,
here,
right there where you were pointing at first, there's a grey bit. That's like a Faraday cage or meant to be.
Yeah.
And it's held in place by 2 tabs that have tiny little screws.
Mm-hmm.
And the 2 tabs snapped off. So I've decided, as I'm doing the repair for that, I'm going to swap it out, the wheels out, for the 1955 wheels from start at third film.
Yeah.
I've got the
that'll be the ones with the white rims, yeah?
Yeah. And I've also got the great big circuit board thing that goes on bonnet.
Mm-hmm.
And you have the Mr. Fusion thingy on back, where it's switching it from the first film to the second film only takes about 3 seconds, because it's just lift the disc off and swap the number plate.
Yeah.
So It's one of those, even after you've finished it, there's still lots of ways you can mess with it.
Yeah. Very nice indeed. Thank you very much for sharing, Dan. So next up we have Mark Ewing. So we have here the Revell 132nd Spitfire Mark II Aces High. As a long-time Iron Maiden fan, it was a must-have. First time inside an aftermarket at 132nd. Used Edwards detailed cockpit set, HGW seat fabric, seat belts, AK real color paints, using oils for weathering and figure painting. Using washes and chipping, definitely the one kit that was a step up in modeling skills and products and is kept safely hidden away. And there she is. Look at that. And I have to say, Eddie is looking particularly glamorous. Very, very nice, Mark. Very nice. Yeah, it says Iron Maiden under the wings. Look, excellent. Very nice. Like that a lot. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you, Mark. Thank you for sharing. Next, we have one from me. So this was my Bandai Y-Wing 172nd scale. I thought I'd try to crash this one. As you can see in the picture, we'll have a look at it in a minute. The build went extremely quick. This was one of those that I started and finished before I knew what was going on, as it was just an absolute pleasure to do. It was good trying to get something different. I'd seen a picture, a fan-drawn picture of a Y-Wing that was crashed in the desert. I thought, oh, I'm going to have a go at that. And again, it was quite nerve-wracking breaking a kit that was absolutely nothing wrong with it. So, and that was it. So as you can see, it's crashed. The pilot and his co-pilot are here. And the R2 unit is there, standing guard of 2 dead pilots waiting for rescue. That's the story behind it. So, yeah. Sadly, this is one of those that I've still got it, but it's doesn't look anything like this anymore. As when we were moving house, the box that it was in had another box put on top of it, and the box this was in wasn't very strong and collapsed.
Oops.
So yeah, so the gun is missing. Parts of this have all come out. So I could spend some time and repair it if I wanted to, but time is a beautiful thing.
Wouldn't the extra damage just sort of add to the effect that it's a crashed, knackered plane?
No, because the extra bit of damage are actually bits missing. And part of the scenery has been ripped out and things like that.
All right.
So yeah, so that was my favourite build. Next up, we have Mr. Ian Dalthwaite himself saying, Emma. How do you say that? Come on, someone.
Emma.
Emma. Go on, Dan, you'll say that best with your accent.
Emma.
1/24th scale Bedford. First time kit bashing a truck and first attempt at a Dio. He probably built this around about 12 years ago. So, kit bash truck and Dio. Yeah, look at that.
Oof.
Fantastic, as always. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
It's all very quiet
Gorgeous.
in the studio.
Very gorgeous.
So yes, very nice. Thank you very much, Ian, for sharing. That is fantastic. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it. Thank you very much for sharing your work. Maybe we'll put something similar up in a few months.
Yeah, we'll do something different every month, I think.
Yep. So if you want to turn me off, I can stop sharing.
Okay.
No. Is that kind of like pull a funny face or something?
Unfortunately, I can't ask for a second opinion because she's not here.
Mhm.
But there you go. So yeah, thank you everyone for posting your work.
Yes.
We will put a post up for what you've been doing on the bench next week. Just bear in mind, I don't know what I'm doing next week. I'm not sure. Cole, do you know what you're doing next week?
I will unfortunately be working next week. I thought I was working this week, but I got it all wrong. So
Okay. Well, I'm not sure what I'm doing yet, so I more likely will be here. But obviously, Steve is in hospital. Hopefully, he'll be home before next weekend. So just make sure you click on. If you're not a member of the Facebook page, go over to the Saturday Night Creche Facebook page and become a member, and then watch out for the post. And obviously subscribe to the Model Officers YouTube channel and Making Models and Totally Scale Models. If you're subscribed to all of those, you'll get a notification anyway. So that's all cool. So a quick look, catch up with the chat. Rob's off to bed. Been a blast.
good night, Rob.
Gonna follow Nat to bed. Catch you next week. See you
Yeah.
later, Rob. Take care.
Sleep tight. Mind the bugs don't bite.
Kayla's saying I've got to head off myself. I'm getting told I need to help tidy up the house for company coming over. Playtime's over. Take care, everyone. Thanks, Kaylan. Take care.
Thanks, Caleb.
Dominic saying thank you so much for letting me share this. Those shrubs are handmade. Wow.
Thought so. Excellent.
Um,
Maybe you could do a video, Dominic, showing us how
yes.
you did it for your YouTube channel.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That would be very interesting. Canagram for Mongo says that does look amazing, Dan.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks a beast of a thing.
Dominic is saying brilliant, Carl, to your diorama.
Thank you very much.
Canagram for Mongo is saying glad you took the picture. That crashed Y-wing looks fantastic. Thank
you very much. There is a five episode series on my YouTube channel of the build. So
yeah, how he did it.
I'll head on over and take a look.
Canagram for Mongo saying thanks for the live stream to myself and the crew. Take care, everyone. Hope to see more from Malcolm.
No, we don't.
Yes, if we do,
we'd like to see Malcolm here. But yeah, we don't want any more of that. Thank you very much.
So let's have a quick look at what we've done this evening. Carl, what have you managed to get done? Anything?
So yes, I've done a reason. It's nothing major. So we've started to get all these greeblies on the bottom. So we've got this back piece on here. We've got this fin on. We've got some of these parts here. These tie down points on the bottom have gone in. There's a couple of D-type tie down points here. These are probably for securing the aircraft in high winds and things like that. So yeah, we've got those on, and we've started to put together the rear rotor blade. You probably saw I got a link open that said Link's rear rotor, looking at some pictures to see how this piece went on. Because it wasn't very clear in the instructions. It goes slightly off-center there, and it's got the connection points on this side. So yeah, it's a little bit awkward, but it's on now. It's just this piece to, well, there's two pieces there actually, just to put on sits on like that. And that's the rear rotor done. So yeah, we're a little bit done. Yeah, I've seen you being busy. Well done. Lewis, did you get anything done other than your cup of tea? No, he's not here at the moment. That's fine. And Dan?
If I bring it back up on screen, I've mostly done a couple of fingers. Hang on, if I bring them back up. The
more important question is, have you shared your screen like that?
If I bring it up, I can show you. I've got, you know, when you select your camera as you go into StreamYards.
Yeah.
I set it, the software that comes with my two webcams.
Right.
Is the Logitech software that you have
That's different than my Logitech software.
Yeah, I know.
But you
must
got
have one of
camera
them posh
1,
Logitech camera 1,
camera 2,
camera 2.
goes infinite mirror. Camera 1 in camera 2, so you got one there, one there, other way around.
I'm going to ask you, what Logitech camera have you got?
See something or other. I can't remember the name of it now, and it doesn't have it written on. It was. Hang on, actually, I can probably
See,
show
posh one.
that one.
Is that the 1020 or something like that?
I think so, yeah. Because I've got the 1019, I think it were, to start with.
Yeah.
And then when I bought a new one, because I thought, because this software was same with one that came before, more or less the same before. And when I got a second one, I thought it's two Logitech cameras, so Logitech software should work, but the ones
Yeah,
I've currently got won't work with the old software.
Yeah, your software is very different to the software I've got.
Yeah.
It just means that I've got full control over the cameras, and there's a bunch of weird stuff in there that I don't mess with.
Anyway, you were working on. We got totally sidetracked there.
Yeah. So I've got, and I've still not unhidden it. Like so, tab. See, I've got the other two fingers of his hand,
Mm-hmm.
and the beginnings of the hand over here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on the idea of it should, when it's done, although in this software it looks really like a really humongous step down, that 3D print, if I print it off at the same size as this, I can't see me on desktop camera now. I've got the thing full screen, but it's that showing the Star Wars disc shaped one. If I do this
Over to your right a little bit. No, the other way. Other right. That's it.
Oh dear. It's not easy being an octopus. All these left hands and right hands. So yeah,
I want to know.
Do this red, the part of the sign that's in red, the disc.
Yeah.
At the same width as this one.
Yeah.
Then these step downs from the black to the white and from the white to the red, although they look humongous because I've zoomed in right up to it, that will be approximately the same as the thickness of masking tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which will make it so that once it's printed out, the full thing should have, from that depth, will be about equal to this magnet. But this bit will be more or less flat. And it's kind of an experiment to see if I can actually get that kind of precision out of a print, design it and print it. Because later on, I'm going to be working on, like the shuttlecraft from Star Trek Next Generation, where I won't have the decals to put the registration number on the side. So if I can figure out just thick enough to be, not noticeable that it's printed in, I can just then use magnifying glasses and paint it. No one's going to know that it's printed.
Good idea.
Yeah, cool.
So that's me.
Cool. Well done. I've done a little bit. you're probably not going to be able to see it on there, but I've managed to drill some holes on piston heads on both sides, ready for the wiring.
He's done what on his head?
Piston heads.
Oh.
You need the cloth.
So yeah, that's all done on both of them. There are a few more holes to drill, but yeah, we'll get in there. We'll be ready for tomorrow anyway, so that's all that matters. Anyway, Lewis is indisposed at the moment. Oh no, he's
back.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
Did you manage to get anything more done than the tea?
Coffee. No, the only things I've been working on is the Warhammer scenery stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But they all need a second coat. That needs a second coat and finishing off. That I sort of put to one side. I'm going to get one bit complete and then try and match it all up. Maybe.
Cool. It's looking good.
Thank you. It's a bit of a mojo killer, but
yeah, it's not PE.
No,
Worth it when it's done.
Yeah, you will love it. So anyway, that's us for tonight. Thank you very much, everyone that's been with us. We've had a few drop out. Those that are still with us, thank you. And we'll see you all next week. So for now, ta-ta.
bye.
Bye.